Welcome to the Monday Minute. This week we're going to start a series on the 4 things I learned from coaching youth sports. That's right, coaching youth sports taught me things about leadership in regards to the business world. And the first thing I learned from coaching youth sports is simply this, that just because they don't look the part doesn't mean that they're not the part. I had this young man, Chris, show up for my competitive football team, and he wasn't an athletic kind of kid. He wasn't big. In fact, he was rather small, very thin, playing against kids sometimes twice his size. And at practices, Chris would just get beat up. I mean, he'd get hit so hard he'd cry almost every night. He even wanted to play quarterback. We'd put him in to play quarterback, and he would sit there, he'd get behind the line, and he'd just get hit and get knocked down and crying. And I mean, there was times I had to take him out for his own good, but he wouldn't quit. He wouldn't give up. Fast forward 2 years later, and that kid that didn't look the part became the part. He became a kid I relied on heavily to run the ball, to be our quarterback, in fact. Played both sides of the ball. But he still didn't look the part, but he was the part at that point. So I'll ask you in your business, do you have people in your business that don't necessarily look the part, but maybe they might be the part? So you've got to look past that outward appearance. You know, maybe they're not the prototypical salesperson, but they might have a passion internally for it. They might have a drive to succeed that you can't replace. But you can't just judge that from the outside. You've got to get to know them. Get in their heads. Find out what really drives them and motivates them. And you might find out that just because they don't look the part doesn't mean they can't be the part. So look beyond the outward appearance. Get inside their head. Find out what really makes them tick. That way you get the best out of them, and they might just surprise you as Chris surprised me. Thanks for the Monday Minute. This is Steve Beers, the Growth Coach, Texas Golf.